Hello and welcome to Moneycontrol. What a morning it has been. The Indian electorate has surprised us once again. I have with me Nalin Mehta, Managing Editor of Moneycontrol. Nalin, so many surprises there. We look at Chhattisgarh, we look at Telangana, we look at Rajasthan. What's most striking to you at the moment?
So I think before the exit polls were predicting something like a 2-2 result. I think even that would have been a victory for the BJP in the larger sense. This is a 3-1 result in favor of the BJP versus the Congress. To me, there are two big things in this election. The first, I think, is the scale of the Congress sweep in Madhya Pradesh.
Scale of the Congress sweep in Madhya Pradesh.
So, sorry, the BJP sweep, I'm
BJP.
sorry. After 20 years of anti-incumbency, the last time there was a Congress Chief Minister in Madhya Pradesh, barring the one-year interim of Kamal Nath, Manmohan Singh had still not become Prime Minister. Right. Barack Obama was not even a senator. And an entire generation of Indians, of voters, had yet to be born. Right. So in that sense, look at the vote share, it's a 8% difference between BJP and Congress in Madhya Pradesh. Yeah. In Chhattisgarh, which is the second surprise, which all the exit pollsters were saying will be in favor of Congress, again it's a clear win for the BJP with a 2% vote difference. Right. Similarly, in Rajasthan, around 2 to 3%. Right. So the biggest takeaway for me in this election is I think there are 7 different takeaways. The first is that brand Modi remains impregnable, and the Congress is unable to make dents in the Hindi heartland. Right. Remember, after Karnataka and after Himachal, a lot was said about how the brand Modi is big, but doesn't really carry its weight necessarily in state assembly elections. Right. That, I think, is not the case these elections show, because in Chhattisgarh, the BJP doesn't have a statewide leader. Correct. In Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, they did not project a CM face, even though they had Satraps, Vijay Raja Scindia, Vasundhara Raja Scindia and Shivraj Singh Chauhan, but they didn't project a CM face. So I think the BJP learned from its lessons from Karnataka, and this victory is clearly a victory of brand Modi, because the PM put himself on the ticket metaphorically, that Mohan Modi ki guarantee.
It was his double engine ki sarkar versus the Congress representative in a particular state. I think let's also talk about the Congress. This is a huge slip for the Congress. It's almost like a panoti for the Congress party, because they engaged in a lot of negative campaigning. We heard Rahul Gandhi call Narendra Modi bad omen before the elections. You've had a series of comments which have been specifically targeted towards Narendra Modi. So taking your point forward, this is reinforcement of brand Modi, but also I think a wake-up call from the Congress party that negative politics of deriding Prime Minister Modi does not seem to work for them.
So there are a couple of things about the Congress. The Congress was ideally, the Congress would have expected to come out of this campaign with a couple of victories at least, if not 3, 2 if not 3, and it would have gone into 2024 with its tail up. Right. What's happening now is that it's been unable to win any victory in the Hindi heartland. Yeah. So while there was a lot of talk about a Congress resurgence after Karnataka, and we've seen that also in Telangana. Firstly, there's a clear north-south divide emerging in Indian politics. So there's a Congress resurgence in South India, but in the north, in direct head-to-head contest with the BJP, the Congress simply has now more questions than answers.
Absolutely.
In the Hindi heartland, which is about 10-11 states, there are 225 Lok Sabha seats. The BJP won 177 of them last time. Almost all of them, many of them in direct contest with the Congress. That I think remains formidably. I mean, if you would, I think the BJP remains in pole position in those states now for 2024.
Right, absolutely. So the BJP has gained in these 4 states. And the fact that it has made inroads into Telangana from 1 seat to about 10 seats that we're looking at right now. I think that's also, there is a lesson there as well.
So for Telangana, Telangana I think is also a case of missed opportunities for the BJP. The BJP has about 14% vote share. It had about 18 or 19% vote share in the Lok Sabha elections in Telangana. In the last election in Telangana and state level, it had about 5-6% vote share. So for a very long time, from 2019 to now, it looked like the BJP would be a good number 2 party in Telangana, right? Where it did well in the civic polls in Hyderabad, then it won a couple of by-elections. In the last Lok Sabha election, it won about 4 seats. What's happened after Karnataka is that the BJP was built on defectors from BRS in Telangana, right? Many of these people then defected back to the Congress because basically the vote in Telangana is a vote against the BRS, it's anti-incumbency vote.
Right.
So everybody was opposed to that party, coalesced with the Congress, because Congress looked like the party most likely to beat. to beat the incumbent.
Right.
So that is why the BJP lost out. However, now that it's got 14%, you are right, it's got about 10 odd seats. That's more than OVC's party. That's historically never happened. OVC's party is down by 4 or 5 seats. BJP is up. With a 14% vote share, you can reasonably expect that it can go back to either similar or higher levels as 2019, which was 18-19%, which means that the BJP will be looking to make inroads in Telangana in 2019. And equally importantly, the BRS is now in trouble. So the big BRS vote is now up for grabs. Now where will that vote go? The BRS will have very little option but to be on the side of the BJP because it's now threatened existentially by the Congress.
Interesting, very interesting. So yes, so what's it going to be like in 2024? Prime Minister Modi versus against who? I mean, who's going to be the face for the Congress party?
I think this raises question marks. Look, I think a good contest is good for democracy. There was a prospect of a big Congress resurgence. I think this has raised more questions. I also think if you're looking for national level trends from these elections, one clear trend, there are two clear trends that emerge. One is that if you look at tribal seats, across Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh, the BJP has won most of the tribal seats.
Yes.
A significant majority of them. Which is not the case last time. Now, there are about 47 tribal seats reserved at the Lok Sabha level. BJP had won majority of them in about 35 of them in 2019. Now, so what it meant was the BJP replaced the Congress as a party of tribals at the national level, not at the state level. These results are showing that is also starting with Draupadi Murmu as the president, the first tribal president of India, with a number of other overtures by Modi and the BJP to the tribals. That seems to be bearing fruit. And that's bad news for the Congress leading up to 2024. The second trend I think that we are seeing is a Muslim consolidation in favor of the Congress. So in Telangana, for example, there are about 35 or 36 Muslim dominant seats or Muslim significant seats. Most of them voted for the BRS earlier. A significant portion has now moved to the Congress.
And this is despite the appeasement politics that BRS practiced in Telangana.
So you saw this in Karnataka, where the Muslim vote moved from the JDS to Congress, and also it's what's happened in Telangana. So wherever the Congress looks like the party that can beat the incumbent, the Muslim vote is consolidating in its favor. This has implications for national level politics, for the I.N.D.I.A alliance, because if I am Akhilesh Yadav or if I am Mamata Banerjee, a significant vote share of mine is built on Muslims are a core vote bank. Now, if the prospect of a strong Congress means that the Muslim vote will move to the Congress. So then this raises problems for them. And also it reduces the Congress's bargaining power when you talk about seat sharing and all of that in the lead up to 2024.
Right. So looking like a tough one for Congress party going forward 2024. We'll keep this conversation on money control. Right now we're out of time, but of course keep watching this space for more action and more analysis. Thanks for watching.